Hi, guys. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Welcome back. Today we are going to read Chapter 6, BB. BB was a girl with short brown hair, a little BB nose, totally tiny toes, and big brown eyes. Her full name was BB Gunn, and she was the fastest drawer in Mrs. Jewell's class. She could draw a cat in less than 45 seconds, a dog in less than 30, and a flower in less than 8 seconds. But of course, BB never drew just one dog or one cat or one flower. Art was from 12:30 to 1:30. Why? In that time she could draw 50 cats, 100 flowers, 20 dogs, and several eggs or watermelons. It took her the same amount of time to draw a watermelon as an egg. Calvin sat next to BB. He didn't think he was very good at art. Why? It took him the whole period just to draw one airplane. So instead, he just helped BB. He was BB's assistant. As soon as BB would finish one masterpiece, Calvin would take it from her and set down a clean sheet of paper. Whenever her crown ran low, Calvin was ready with a new crown. That way BB didn't have to waste any time, and in return, BB would draw 5 or 6 airplanes for Calvin. It was 12:30, time for art. BB was ready. On her desk was a sheet of yellow construction paper. In her hand was a green crown. Calvin was ready. He held a stack of paper and a box of crowns. "Ready, BB?" said Calvin. "Ready, Calvin," said BB. "Okay," said Miss Jules. "Time for art." She had hardly finished her sentence when BB had already drawn a picture of a leaf. Calvin took it from her and put another piece of paper down. "Red," called BB. Calvin handed BB a red crown. "Blue," called BB. He gave her a blue crown. They were quite a pair. Their teamwork was remarkable. BB drew pictures as fast as Calvin could pick up the old paper and set down anew. A fish, an apple, 3 cherries, bing, bing, bing. At 1:30, Miss Jules announced, "Okay, class, art is over." BB dropped her crown and fell over on her desk. Calvin sighed and leaned back in his chair. He could hardly move. They had broken their old record. BB had drawn 378 pictures. They lay in a pile on Calvin's desk. Mrs. Jules walked by. "Calvin, did you draw all these pictures?" Calvin laughed. "No, I can't draw. BB drew them all." "Well then, what did you draw?" asked Miss Jules. "I didn't draw anything," said Calvin. "Why not? Don't you like art?" asked Miss Jules. "I love art," said Calvin. "That's why I didn't draw anything." Mrs. Jules did not understand. "It would have taken me the whole period just to draw one picture," said Calvin, "and BB would have only been able to draw 100 pictures. But with 2 of us working together, she was able to draw 378 pictures. That's a lot more art." BB and Calvin shook hands. "No," said Miss Jules. "That isn't how you measure art. It isn't how many pictures you have, but how good the pictures are. Why, a person could spend his whole life just drawing one picture of a cat. In that time, I'm sure BB could draw 1,000,000 cats." 2,000,000, said BB. Mrs. Jules continued, "But if one picture is better than each of BB's 2,000,000, then that person has produced more art than BB." BB looked as if she was going to cry. She picked up all the pictures from Calvin's desk and threw them in the garbage. Then she ran from the room. "I thought her pictures were good," said Calvin. He reached into the garbage pail and took out a crumpled up picture of an airplane. BB walked outside into the playground. Louis, the yard teacher, spotted her. "Where are you going?" he asked. "I'm going home to draw a picture of a cat," said BB. "Will you bring it to school and show me tomorrow?" Louis said. "Tomorrow?" laughed BB. "By tomorrow, I doubt if I'll even be finished with one whisker." The end. Tomorrow we'll be reading Chapter 7, Calvin. See you guys tomorrow.